Question 1. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? Moving to a foreign country brings us many advantages. Support your answer with reasons or examples. I definitely agree that moving to a foreign country can bring a lot of advantages. The most important one is it opens up a whole new world of opportunities. When I was in my mid-20s, I made the decision to move to Japan for a job opportunity. At first, I was nervous about leaving behind my friends and family and starting fresh in a foreign country where I didn't speak the language fluently. However, I knew that it was a chance to challenge myself and experience something completely new. Living in Japan turned out to be one of the best decisions I ever made. I could speak Japanese by speaking to native people. I quickly became fluent in Japanese and got a very good job in a famous company with high salary. Living in Japan also gave me the chance to learn about the traditions, customs, and values of Japanese society. I am a big fan of Chinese food, so I could try and eat the most authentic food of Japan. I also had many new friends and built good relationships with good people. Overall, moving to Japan helped me become a better version of myself. Therefore, I believe we should all try living in a foreign country if we have the chance. Question 2. Do you agree or disagree with the following statement? In most jobs, people get more satisfaction from doing what they love than from receiving a high salary. Use specific reasons and examples to support your answer. I agree that in most jobs, people get more satisfaction from doing what they love than from receiving a high salary. One reason for this is that when you're doing something you love, it doesn't feel like work. And when you work just for the money, you can't have a happy life. For example, my uncle was a lawyer making a lot of money, but he wasn't happy. He always felt stressed and didn't enjoy his work. One day, he decided to follow his passion for cooking. He quit his job and opened a small restaurant. Even though he didn't make as much money as before, he felt much happier. He loved creating new dishes and seeing customers enjoy their meals. He said the joy he got from doing what he loved was worth more than a high salary. This shows that doing what you love can bring more happiness and satisfaction than just earning a lot of money. When you enjoy your work, it feels less like a job and more like something you truly care about. Question 3. Many people think advertising has a big influence on consumer buying decisions. What is your opinion on this issue? Give specific reasons and examples to support your opinion. I think advertising has a big influence on what people buy. The main reason is advertising makes products look attractive and can make people want things they didn't even think about before. For example, a few months ago, I saw a commercial for a new smartphone. The ad showed all the cool features and how easy it was to use. Even though I didn't really need a new phone, I couldn't stop thinking about it after seeing the ad. A few days later, I went to the store and bought that smartphone. The ad made the phone look so appealing that I felt I had to have it. If I hadn't seen the commercial, I probably wouldn't have bought a new phone at all. This shows how powerful advertising can be, so I believe advertising really does have a big influence on what people decide to buy. Question 4. Should companies provide child care facilities for their employees? Provide reasons for your opinion. I believe companies should provide child care facilities for their employees. Let me share a personal story to explain why. A few years ago, my colleague Sarah, a single mother, struggled with child care. She had to work and take care of her baby at the same time, so she had a lot of difficulties. She was a very competent worker, but family issues really became a big obstacle for her. After that, our company opened an on-site child care center. Sarah could bring her daughter to work. This reduced her stress and increased her productivity since she knew her daughter was nearby and safe. It also made Sarah more loyal to the company and improved her job satisfaction. That's why I believe providing childcare at work is a really good thing because it can reduce employee stress as well as increase productivity. Question 5. Is it better to live alone or with roommates? Explain your reasons. I believe whether it's better to live alone or with roommates depends on personal preferences. Let me share my experience. When I started college, I lived with roommates to save money and have company. It was fun because we shared chores and we could hang out together. But sometimes I wanted more privacy and found it hard to focus on my studies with others around. Later, when I started working, I decided to live alone. It was nice to have my own space and do things my way. I could come and go as I please. I didn't have to worry about anyone else's schedule, but sometimes I felt a bit lonely, especially on weekends. So both living alone and with roommates have the pros and cons. It depends on what you value more, independence or companionship. For me, it's nice to have your own space, but I also miss the feeling of living with roommates.